Alright, so the first step, creating virtual wallet in Oracle Keyboard 2021.9. So I made an interactive flow diagram as well. So this is how the migration method involves. This is the various phases or steps that you have to complete before you actually can migrate your TD keys. First step is creating the virtual wallet. Second is creating the endpoint group. Third is, so what is endpoint? Endpoint is the client machines for Oracle Keyboard. Okay, Oracle Database Server, for instance, is an endpoint. An endpoint group is group of such client machines. And then grant permissions on virtual wallet to endpoint group. Virtual wallet is a container of security objects or credential data. So, and then registering an endpoint. This is the first step on the enroll. And then adding endpoint to the endpoints group, and then modifying the default wallet for the endpoint, because after this is a security object that needs to be stored here, so you need to modify the default wallet here itself. After you enroll it, it is not possible because it will choose its own default endpoints, sorry, default wallets. So why you need to choose this default wallet here itself, virtual wallet, that whatever you have created, because in case of a real application cluster deployments, you may have more than one endpoints sharing the same TD master encryption key. So if you have individual node wise one wallet associated, then you cannot share the TD master encryption key across them. So it will become a challenge. So you need to create the virtual wallet and associate all these endpoints to an endpoint group, and that way they gain permission, and these individual endpoints will have their default endpoint set to this endpoint group. Sorry, not endpoint, this virtual wallet. And enroll the endpoint, which is pretty lengthy step. This is where the actual software installation happens. All this phase, let's say, all this phase happens in GUI. Okay, this two, all right, this and this happens in these two phases happens in the actual uh, machine, database machine. So just be aware. Okay, if I say this, it's easy. On web console GUI, okay, okay, GUI, and this is on the client machine, DB server. All right, I think we had enough introduction. Let's get into the practical action. And you know this, I have two OKV instances, OKV key vault 2 and 3. They are the participating in the multi-master cluster. And this is our Oracle key vault login. So let's log in here. This is the OKV console, web user interface console. So I'm connecting to the machine. I'm connecting to 122 only. 122 and 123 are the two nodes I have. 122 is the controller node. You got 3 alerts. CPU alert on this node is 70%, currently 79. Oh my god, I don't know why. Suddenly it exceeds. Fine, let's not worry about this for now. Let's go into the cluster. I show you the cluster configuration. See, I have two nodes, Vault 2 and Vault 3. Both are in read-write mode. You can do all this operation only on the read-write mode. Sorry, only on the node which is in read-write mode. Okay, you cannot do it on the read-only mode. So always be remember that. And so this is the cluster name, subgroup name. All this you go back and check my multi-master setup. I don't want to take a lot of your time. So let's get into the action. So we are here. We already logged in. We logged in as system admin user. So each step has a specific requirement as to which user to log in. The very first operation, log into the web console. I already logged in, but I logged in as system admin. For my case, all right, for my case, when I say my case, when I set up this multi-master cluster, I created a common user account called admin, and I called it as OKV admin. And then what did I do? I granted system admin and audit manager roles to the OKV admin itself. So what happened with this? One account, three roles. So I don't need to log in with the different users for each of the operations. So it is my case, but in your corporate or enterprise setup, don't do like that. because OKV itself is part of a security audit outcome. If you keep all the 3 user accounts with one user, it may not work well with your external auditors. They may ask you to break the user accounts and they may ask you to create 3 different user accounts. So role separation is important and mandatory. Please do follow that. And here in this whole exercise, I'm not going to have a separate user account for any of this operation. But you can have, if you want, you can integrate this OKV to your LDAP and then you can create a user accounts based on your domain login. I mean Windows login itself, and then do all the work you want. I haven't showcased. I'm not showcasing you that. Maybe it's a video for future. I even wanted to try Linux and my OKV logins using my LDAP user. So that's a future video, but I'm not going to investigate this right now. I'm going to use the inbuilt user account. For me, it's admin. I'm going to use that admin one single user for doing all the web console work. Let's get started. The web user interface work is very easy and quick, but the actual issue will be coming in the enroll step and the migration step. Let's wish me luck. Let's get started. The first step is log into the web console. We already finished. So here we go. This is our web console. All right. We are already here. So let me log in. Let me take a screenshot. Yep. Why nothing is showing up? I have so much of information. So step 1 is completed. Now step 2 is asking me to log in as OKV admin, Key Vault administrator, but I don't need to log in as Key Vault administrator because it's the same single user administrator. And it is asking me to go to the keys and wallets tab. Where is keys and wallets? So you have to go here. All right. So we go here. Take a screen. We're still loading. All right. I will be sharing this document also in my blog, so you can take a look. So and then create. So we are going to create a virtual wallet, right? Let's look for the option create. I have not done this before, guys. I'm doing it for the first time. You see here there is an option called create under wallet tab, wallet content and access settings, and keys and secrets. There is a separate tab, but we are not creating any keys and secrets now. We are creating wallet, virtual wallet. So let's go ahead and do it. So it says create, right? Create. So it displays a blank page. Listen, take it. Name of the wallet I already gave it. So this is my name, virtual wallet name. I already framed it. So it's to signify that it's for Oracle RDB. It's an RDBMS wallet, and the RDBMS is Oracle, and my host name to indicate which host this virtual wallet belongs to. In case of a rack, Oracle rack, you give the cluster name or scan name, and then which database it belongs to. Okay, this will narrow down my wallet usage only for the particular database. How many ever nodes it is spread across, but this naming will signify what we need to do. So you can use it for your corporate as well. This is virtual wallet for host and DB. It's general wallet type. It's not SSH server. SSH server means it's is for key generation. You need to enter. If you just click this, it'll ask you for the SSH host username and IP address and SSH keys. It will generate a SSH key for you. That's not what we want. Okay. So this is all. We just populated all the information we need to. This completes the right, first operation. I'm going to just click save. It should say operation saved. This will complete our first video. Okay, as simple, right? The wallet saved successfully. See, there is an option. There's something you need to know. There is an option you should know. I'll show you. See, it shows in pending state. What it means? It needs some time for cluster name resolution. I'll show you what it is also. But let me refresh it. If it is already in active state, you need to wait for it to become active state. Otherwise, it will never work. I'll show you what is the name resolution time. We go here, you'll see it. See, the name resolution time is 60 seconds. What it means is we have two cluster nodes and each one needs to talk to each other. All right. And if I have I'm using the other node also to create the same cluster, it's active, right? So I can connect to 123 browser also and try creating the virtual wallet with the same name. Then there will be a conflict. So in order to avoid that conflict, it will never let me put it in it will never create the wallet into the active state directly. Instead, it will put it in pending state, wait for the name resolution to complete. Once the name resolution is completed, it's like a watcher job. Once the name resolution is complete, it will actually put it in active state. I think by now it is to put it in active state. Let's see if the wallet is already in active state. Yes, it's in active state. All right. So this is also another piece of information that I will share it. I shared it with you. Good. Now it's in active state. We can use this wallet. All right. Let's close this video here. Let's start the next one now. This is done. This is the first video. Done until here.